Hey, what is going on YouTube? That Neon Channel here, back with another tool review. So, as I told you guys I needed a tap and die set, I convinced Shayla to get me one. She got me this Autocraft tap and die set from Advanced Auto Parts, $30, 39 pieces. So we went to Lowe's. Well, first I went to Home Depot by myself, and I found one with like 5 of these things, and I think it was like 2 of these. It was like $45. And then I went to Lowe's today, and they had a kit the same as this. It was $80, and then they had one that was the same as the one at Lowe's for like $45. So I got this one because it's standard and metric, and it's a really nice set. So let's open this thing up. So it slides out to the side. It was originally wrapped in plastic. Pulled out of the cover. Alright. So here we got, it says 40 piece, just like the last tool we bought. It says one extra piece that's not here for some reason. I don't understand that. What I'm thinking is that this piece right here, this bar goes through it, and then I figure they're just counting this as one piece, but that's the only thing I can imagine. So if you come to open it, has 2 nice little clips on the front. It has a very nice case. So you open it up inside, and it has this clear plastic film, which is junk. I'm gonna get some like a styrofoam kind of, not styrofoam, but that gray foamy stuff that they put in the tools. So what we got here is our standard and our metric size tap and dies. So these are taps. This is what you use to tap holes. So we're going to do a video on retapping my head. So if you want to tap a bolt that is said stripped, you take this tool and you find your hole, you take your tap, and you get, you don't do it like this, but you take your tapping tool right here, which has little sides that thread in and out, which are pretty cool. Wish I had 2 hands for you guys. I mean 3 hands for you guys, but whatever. So if you see it opens up like that, and then you'll take your little die and you stick it in here, and you'll see it has 4 edges on the side of it. You just take one of those edges right there, and you stick it down the side of your tap holder, and then you'll screw this in closed. Let me, I wish I really had something to set you guys up on. I'd like to show you firsthand. I'll do my best. There we go, Alright, so see how it's in there at the angle. And now you can see it's all the way around in the angle. I'm going to tighten it up with my fingers real tight. That's why there's grips on each end, is to tighten it. So that's the best I can do. Tighten it like that. I don't know if you guys can see me. So now this is how you would go to tap a bulb. You just take it over here to said hole. You stick it on the end right here. You make sure it's nice and straight before you go start tapping. Keep it nice and straight. And sometimes you'd like to drill the hole out first, but if you only have some of the holes fucked up or the threads are just swooped up from putting the wrong kind of bolt in, you shouldn't have to drill it out. It does help. I'm not going to say it doesn't. But we'll do this hole for you right here because it needs to be drilled out anyways. You want to throw it in a little bit and then throw it back a couple of times because you want to keep this aluminum threads out of there, and then go back in. We're going to do a video on how to tap this thing, this whole head. because I gotta do the whole head. Well, not all the head because I didn't get enough bolts at Home Depot. They were shy. There's gotta be a better place to get bolts from. I mean, there's gotta be. And then you just back it back out. And you're gonna want to make sure no metal shavings get down these holes because these are aluminum shavings and they're not magnetic. But with steel shavings, you would find. I'm pretty sure you should put some kind of grease in here to catch the shavings, but I'm an idiot. And I get too excited. But I mean, I don't know if that's a rule either, but I just saw people do it with. Look at that. You see my luck? Try to not get too many metal shavings in there. I guess I'm going to clean it out real good. But if you check it out, full metal shaving, which is cool. And then if you look down inside of here, you got your metal shaving, your new thread holes all the way down through. And you can see the old ones don't start all the way at the top like that one. You can see they're halfway down in. But I got these nice hex-headed bolts that really hold it down really nice. I'm pretty happy for these bolts right here. I'm going to go to Tractor Supply tomorrow. I got some from there that don't really work. They're too big, so I'm going to go back and get the right bolts that I had in my hand and just finish this whole head. But, yeah. So now for the dies. We go to the dies. And you want to put these back and keep cleaning this out. And like have a little brush maybe to brush the threads out. Because you don't want this to last as long as possible. This should last, a year or two. I'm thinking, or if you use it regularly, it should last a couple of years if you don't use it regularly. But as for the die, you're going to take this and you'll see it has a Phillips head right here. It comes with your little Phillips head screwdriver, which is really nice. You want to unthread it. Alright. So you see here, we got it unthreaded to where it's not letting. So you want to take one of these dies. Shit. Which one can I do an example? I'll be right back. Let me see which one I can use as an example real quick. Make sure I get this situated right here real quick. Not that one. Perfect. Alright guys, so you'll have all these little dies over here, if I can face the camera. They all have numbers and stuff on them. You can see this one says M3.50, this one's M4.70, M5.80, M6.10, this one's M7.10. This is what I'm retapping all the bolts on my head with, is M7 1.0s. Just because it's a little bit thicker of a bolt and it still fits inside of this hole right here without me having to drill it out. But back to this. If you can see the M7.10, we got M8.125, we have M10, I believe. That's the M10, right? M10.1.5, M12. 1.75. We have some more dies. They all have numbers on them too. You can see this one's M5 times 0.08, M4 dash, time by 0.107, etc. M3 by 0.5. Then I'll get to that tool next. But anyways, first of all, we're gonna go back to the dies. We've already went through them all. Like they have all these ones over here too, guys. And then we got the NCs too. Then you have an NPT3 head here too. And I guess this is metric and this is standard maybe. And this is National Pipe Thread. It's the only one of these. But we'll go over here to this M7 by 1.0. And you'll see it has these little slits in it. Well, those little slits are for we'll actually use this little hole right here for the screw, the set screw. So we're going to stick it in there like so. Line that little set screw up with that hole. Gotta loosen this hole up a little bit more. And then we're going to want to tighten this little set screw down until that is nice and snug in there. Or until you throw it on the ground. Sorry, it's just really hard to do this with one hand. And you're going to take your little flathead, stick it in there and tighten it down one more snug. Make it nice and smooth. Alright, got that nice and snug. So we're going to take the handle right here from this thing, and we're just going to use this as an example. See if you can see it, what's it called? It starts a little bit bigger and goes smaller on this side where the numbers are. So this is the side you start on. I'm just going to stick it in my leg right now. And we're going to take this pole right here and we're going to stick it in there. But this is the same with that right there. You want to just keep it straight as possible when engaged in inserting it. Spin it. And normally this is going to be like a bolt or something that either doesn't have threads. You have a piece of metal that has no threads. You want to put threads on it. And that's what you use. So you get it in there like that. And then you're just going to want to spin it, you know, normally. Let's see if we can get a little table here. So if you have it like that, you're just going to spin this piece right here. And this would be normally like blocked into a vise or something. So you just want to take it and spin it. I can't really do much for you. Actually, I do have a pair of pliers right here. So this is going to be our vise. Let's stick it here on the vise. You spin this thing right here. A couple times. The same way, you know, you can back it out after a couple times of go in, back out. You know, same thing as the holes. Do you want this thing to last you as long as you can get it to last you, you know? We're not going to ruin it completely, so I don't even know what you all can see or what you can't see anyways. I don't have my hands on the camera obviously, so if you see right here, bam. I put me some threads on there, so now we have a threaded end, which is really groovy, you know, and their threads are pretty deep. And I imagine this is some kind of nice steel, you know, this isn't just your cheap steel you get at the dollar store. I'm sure there's one here we can try it on. Oh, you see that, guys? Now this will thread down the side there. But anyways, back to the tools. So this handle, we'll go from this handle, it goes into this piece. And you just jam it through this side. There's a nipple on one side, so it doesn't go all the way through. And this thing just goes through here like so. And then you have a hole, you open this thing all the way up. And this is for the smaller ones right here, obviously. It does all these right here. So you just stick it in there and you screw this thing down. Self-explanatory, you know. And the same thing, just keep it straight before sticking it in. And always put your tools back. Put that there. Put this there. Again, you guys want this to last forever. So I've showed you what this thing does. It holds your bits. This holds your Allen heads. I'm going to take this thing out. Put it back. You put this thing back up here. Put this back over here. Want to blow the threads out real good. What have we not showed you guys yet? So we showed you this. Alright, now we have this right here. This thing is pretty groovy to me. Let me get one of these new bolts out of here. So this thing right here shows you what bolt pitch and thread you have. So you push this little bit right here to the side and it'll expose all these little teeth. Yeah, some of them doesn't even look like they have those teeth, but it does. It was not, there's threads there. So we're gonna see, you see they all have different numbers on them. So 1.0 is what we should have, right? Yeah. So we get the 1.0 out, stick it over here on our threads. And you guys see that? Let me get a better view of that, sorry. You guys see how that meshes in there beautifully? I see that meshes in there beautifully. So yeah, it's pretty cool, I think. But yeah, $30 for this little kit. I gotta clean this one off. You get 40 pieces, technically 39 if you count this as one piece. And honestly, you know, it takes care of pretty much any bolt you got. When you go to Home Depot, Tractor Supply, or Lowe's, they don't carry your typical M7 time 1.0 whatever, because Home Depot only had 7 of them. And asked the people, they said there were 74 in stock. Asked the guy to come look, and he said that they only have 7, that the stock was wrong. If they're off by 75, that's pretty terrible. But whatever, besides the point, this is just my new tool set. Like I said, this is a little series I'm going to do, guys. Every time I get a new tool, we're just going to do a little review on it, talk about it, tell you what it comes with. And if you enjoy these videos, hit that thumbs up button and tell me what, you know, if you like these videos and if there's any more videos you want to see. If there's a tool you want me to review that you think I need for my inventory, let me know. Or if there's a certain tool that you've seen I had and you want me to go over a little bit more, let me know down in the comment sections. Again, hit that like button. And if you ain't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. There'll be plenty more of these videos. We try to do daily videos. We miss weekends usually. But this is usually a weekday channel that posts videos on the weekdays. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for another daily video. And peace.